and welcome to another video. Today we're touring Sketchbook 41. This is a render sketchbook. It's the very first time I ever used render paper. I think initially I didn't really like the paper, which is what I say about every time I do a sketchbook tour. I'm like, I didn't really like the paper. It's just that I just don't like the way that it blends. But when I use these sketchbooks now, I'm like, I know how I want to use it. I know how it'll get it to a way, how to get my marker drawings in a way that I like on this paper. So I don't really mind that anymore. So this is the very first render sketchbook I ever used. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That was a lie. You guys saw me tour a different render sketchbook. It was smaller. It was like this big. It was very small. But this is the first 8.5 by 11 one that I finished. And I did finish another one that you guys saw a tour of. And then I have another one ready. Now, I don't know if it's going to be my next sketchbook, but it's in a drawer. It's ready to be used eventually when I get around to it. Like I said before in previous sketchbook tours of render sketchbooks, I don't know if they're going out of business or what, but I see them less and less on the internet. So I don't know if I can really recommend them to you guys. I mean, they're really good because they're no show through paper, in that if you color with markers on one side, they're not going to bleed through on the other side, which is pretty unique. I know Ahuhu just came out with some paper like that recently. I haven't tried theirs. I don't know how good theirs is, but for the render ones, I have never had anything bleed on the other side. I watched an art YouTuber though. She worked really hard on it and she did get stuff to bleed through, and I was like, that's amazing, because I have never been able to do that. So I was like, that was some crazy amount of blending that she did on that paper. But I don't really do a crazy amount of blending. I do a little bit of blending. But like I said, I don't really like the way that crescent render paper blends, so I don't really do it too much. That's probably why it doesn't bleed through on the back side. If you work really hard, you will probably get it to bleed through. But I don't really work that hard, so it doesn't bleed through for me. But yeah, well, let's go ahead and get started on the sketchbook tour, you guys. So this sketchbook is around May 2020 to July 2021. Around those times, I was still at the point where I'm not exactly dating these yet. I'm a lot better at dating. As soon as I started Sketchbook, I put the date on there. But for a long time, for like most of my art journey or art career, I guess you could say, I did not date things very well. I've gotten a lot better at it now, though. Just a blood warning for that very first page. It's just a blood warning. So there we go, you guys. For the very first page, just some drawings of some random shit. I just didn't know what to put on the first page, so I was like, let's just draw something that sucks, and it'll get it over with, and I won't feel so bad about it. So I just drew something that I felt like was ugly, and I don't like this one very much. It's supposed to be like a siren, but it doesn't look like a siren. It just looks silly and like bloody for bloody's sake. This is just me trying out a little tiny drawing just to see what the paper was like. And as you can see, it's not bleeding through on this page. This is other marker that I was trying out on here, but you'll see as we flip through, nothing. This is a bunch of swatches I had of all the markers I had at the time. Just trying out stuff. Like this is, I tried out the blending here and I was like, ew, I don't like that. Just because it causes like this sort of, not like a, what's it called? Not a film. What am I trying to think of the word? Anyway, it just has this like weird streaky sort of look type thing to it. I don't like it that much. So I don't know if I ended up using a lot of markers in here. I don't think that I did, but I swatched all of my markers for sure because I was like, it's no show through paper. I could use my markers on here, and it really doesn't show through, you guys. These are some drawings of red versus blue characters, because I was sort of kind of still in a red versus blue mood when I started this sketchbook. And so Simmons, that was going to be Griff, Caboose, another Caboose. Some more red versus blue, Simmons, Griff, Simmons. This was me planning out a draw this in your style for somebody else, for a mutual I had on Instagram. Me trying out some more markers. I had a lot of markers back then, you guys. I still have a lot of markers, but I actually have a lot less than I have here. Because I used them, and the ones that on this page, I ended up donating these. Like all of these guys, I don't have anymore. I donated those. And like, but these are the ones I still have, and all of these I still have. Mostly, except for the ones I used up, but I have most of these still. And this was me testing out how markers were blending on here. Just trying to figure out a way that I liked it better, because I was trying it on that other paper and I didn't like it. Like on the other pages and I didn't like it. Also trying out some different rendering styles here. This little lady, I just used it to like really test it out. That's why she doesn't have any clothes on, because I was like, well, I want to see how skin looks. And like skin is my favorite part to color. And so if I don't like the way the skin looks, I don't really like the piece at all. So yeah, it does this weird thing. It's not like blotchy. I don't know what the word is. But like when you lay something down, like you lay down one color and then you put like the shadow and then you go over it, it's supposed to, the color that you put down, let's just say I'm using 550, right? I use that as a base tone. And let's say for shadows, I used 553. And then after I do shadows, I go back over with 550. It's supposed to blend in seamlessly, like, because it's the same shade, right? It should just all get darker, but it doesn't all get darker. It just like leaves this like weird sort of thing. I guess it would all get darker if I did that, for like over all of it, but I don't really do that. I just kind of go over the edges, and I'm just like, I don't like that. Look at that. It's like, ooh, it looks weird, and I don't like it. But like the way I did the hair, where it doesn't really, it's not really super blended, I did like that. So I tried to do some more stuff like that in here, just so that way it doesn't get this weird effect. I don't like that. Me trying out some other stuff. I had gotten some pens. I was trying to draw with more red line art, just because I really like it's like much softer than the black, and it makes everything look really soft. And so I was just testing that out with color, and I was like, oh, it looks so nice. I still think that red looks nice, like this sort of kind of not burgundy but like maroon sort of red. I think it looks great for line art. It just doesn't really work for like darker skin tones, unfortunately. And I'm like, the darkest color I have is black, right? And even browns for like pens, they don't really get that dark, and so it's like, oh, the red looks so nice, but it doesn't work for every skin tone. It sucks. I just feel like the red it's very cute. A little elf lady I was just drawing to like try out the markers again. Some more little doodles I never finished. The next page technically has body horror on it, you guys. With some like intestines falling out. So if that bothers you, probably skip that. It's not like super graphic, but her tummy is cut open there, so stuff's falling out. There's no blood though, so I don't feel like it's super graphic. And then this is the intestines coming out of the mouth, which is like a vibe, I guess. This is me. I was gonna do a full piece of like the little demon guys that I like to draw, and then I did it, and I was like, the blending here sucks. I hate it. So I never finished it. This is gonna be like a little figure study that I did. I guess that was the only one I did on this page. This is one of my OCs. You guys have seen her. She's typically drawn with like a green striped shirt, but for a while I was gonna try to revamp her, and I was like, I don't really like her design, so I was gonna change her design, and so I came up with this, and I still like this design. I think she looked cute here. But I don't really use her that much, and I might reuse this design for something. I just think the haircut I like a lot. I just think it looks really cute. Maybe not the outfit, but the haircut and like these little sections, I think that looks very cute here. I like that a lot. Some more figure studies that I did. Try to like build a body out of boxes. These ones here. I still like these. I mean, I feel like I was doing it wrong, but I was trying, and I appreciate that. I appreciated that a lot about myself. Me planning out more of Hope and James's sort of story. I always just try to plan off the first chapter, and then I never get past the first chapter. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And I always change it all over the time. All over the place, all of the time. So yeah, more stuff for them, more little thumbnails for that chapter of the comic. I never did anything with it. Some little doodles of some characters. I think these are random doodles. This one is James though. This one was supposed to be James, but it turned out ugly, so I say now it's just not James. It's not James. It's just some guy that I drew that was ugly one time. This is some more characters, me trying to work on Hope and them. So you can kind of recognize some of these guys, like they haven't really changed that much. Like Hope, James, the boss, and the rest of them have changed. Mikey is supposed to be Jane Doe. She hasn't really changed that much. I just sort of kind of draw her now where she's got like, her jacket is like pulled up and it's covering like half of her face. I just do that mostly now. Fry is supposed to be John Doe. He's changed a lot. Levi is actually, Levi has changed a lot. Levi does not look like this anymore. Sorry. I was like trying to think like, did I change Levi's name? And I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm just getting myself mixed up because his name was not Levi for a while. It was something else. Kagome, like I said, last time in the last Sketchbook tour, she doesn't even exist anymore. Some more random doodles, trying to do figure studies again. Just trying to draw bodies basically. And I'm failing at it spectacularly. Some more Hope and James, and then this is John and Jane Doe. Hope, James, John and Jane Doe being in love because they're married and they're in love. Good for them, you guys. Good for them. Some of the boss. I tried to draw him with freckles and I didn't like that, so that never came back. This is supposed to be Hope and his brother, and this is when they were babies. Well, Hope is a lot younger than his brother. His brother was like a full-grown adult when he was born, and so this is when they had a falling out. This is them being, what's it called, older, and then getting along, but also not really. But then, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I haven't really getting into the backstory of Hope and his brother. This is specifically Orion. Orion is Hope's oldest brother. Like I said, Hope has like 7, no, he has 8 brothers, I think. Does he have 8 brothers or 6 brothers? I think he's the 7th son, if I remember correctly. No. He's the 9th son. Sorry, I always forget this because there's 9 rings of hell, and the rings of hell what's it called, coincide with the brothers. So he has 8 brothers, and then yeah, and so Orion is brother number 1, like he's the oldest, and then Hope is the youngest. He's number 9. And so basically Orion spent a lot of time with Hope, like sort of kind of raising him as a kid. But then there's like a certain point where Orion like betrays Hope, and Hope is like, I hate you. And so after that, they're pretty much at odds. And so Orion is like still coming to grips with that, because despite Orion being like a full-fledged demon, he actually does care about his brother a lot. But Hope is like, fuck you. You ruined my life. Everybody else and their family sucked anyway, and like Orion was his like only safe space, and then Orion betrayed him, and so Hope was like, I hate all of you guys now. So, but that's some backstory stuff that doesn't really matter. This is me trying to redraw that unicorn girl I draw all the time. I've drawn her like 4 times, and I was like, well, I'll just do one in pen. And I drew this one, and I was like, that doesn't look like her at all, and her hair looks stupid, and I didn't like it. But I made it January 1st, 2021, just so that way I can compare it to like all the other ones I did, I guess. But I don't like this one. I didn't like it at the time. Now I'm like, it's okay, but also I don't really like it. And also, you guys, I think this is the start of when I started drawing noses as triangles. For a long time, I had trouble drawing noses, and I didn't really like to draw them, and I still don't really like to draw them. That's why I draw them as those sort of kind of triangles. Honestly, now they're kind of shifting a little bit more into heart shapes. Sometimes I just do the triangle, but now I just do like a triangle that's got a bend in the middle of it. And I'm like, that's more of a heart than a triangle. But this is sort of kind of the start of that, because I just getting lazy. Before, I wouldn't really draw noses, and then I started drawing noses. It's just like this, the nostrils, and then like coloring them in. And then I was like, well, if I just do it like that, it looks weird. And it's just drawings without color. And so I was like, I guess I'll just depict them as triangles. And sort of kind of evolved from there. So more drawings of some of my characters. Hope, Orion, which his name is Orion for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it as Orion. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I like the name Orion that much. James, John Doe. Another Hope, a little tiny James admiring Hope. This is the Orion, some more figure studies. That was bright yellow. That must have been with a highlighter. Hope, James. I feel bad. I'm still wasting the sketchbook. But I'm using it a lot more than I feel like I was before. So we're getting there, you guys. We're getting to the point in where I'm like actually filling up the sketchbooks now. This is when I started doing some figure studies, but like they're like, I was trying to draw poses, trying to figure out how to draw poses, and so I was just doing them in these blue and pink sketches with pen. But I still really like these, you guys. I just like the colors. I don't know if these drawings are especially good. Honestly, I think they're sort of kind of out of proportion and kind of like ugly and fucked up. But the blue and the pink kind of sort of hides that for me. I'm just like, oh, it's blue and pink though. It's so pretty. So yeah, that's some blue and pink sketches right there. I kind of want to go back to doing the blue and pink sketches. It's been like a hot minute. I don't remember the last time I did a blue and pink sketch. I don't know if I have the patience for it anymore. I'm trying very slowly to earn back all of my like attention span. I feel like I really rotted my attention span over the last few years. So I'm trying to like get better at slowing stuff down. And so maybe I'll bring back the blue and pink sketches, because honestly, I like them a lot. Some more drawings. That's another Jane Doe. Some more blue and pink sketches. I just finished the one guy though. I didn't finish the rest of them. Some more little doodles. Another Orion, James and I Hope. I don't like these ones. I think they're ugly, but what can you do about it? A drawing of Mary Poppins for some reason. I think my sister asked me if I could draw Mary Poppins, and I tried, and I was like, that doesn't look like her, and also I hate the drawing a lot. But I was going to turn it into a blue and pink sketch to like trick myself into liking it, and I didn't like the face, the way the face was coming out, so I was like, get it out of my face. I don't want to look at it anymore. I could probably do better now. Some drawings of the boss. We're trying to work on Levi's design here, and I didn't like any of them, I don't think, so he doesn't look like that. You guys have seen Levi. I actually think it's been a hot minute since you guys have seen Levi. I don't actually draw him very often. Not that I don't like the character, it's just like, I don't know, maybe I need to revamp his appearance. I've actually revamped his appearance like 3 or 4 times at this point, so I'm like, I don't know what I want him to look like. I still want him to exist though. I think he's a little cutie pie. I think he'd bring a lot to the story, but I just don't know what is appropriate appearance for him, you guys. I really don't. Just drawing some heads. I guess I was just trying to fill up the paper. Some more drawings. I was trying to draw them in their uniforms. So Jane Doe, look, this is Jane Doe. Look. She looks exactly like how she looks now. I mean, the way I draw her is probably a little bit better. And the way I do, like, the jacket zipped all the way up probably looks a little bit better. But that's her. That's Jane Doe. John Doe, the boss. Hope, James. Some more little bodies. A tiny little blue and pink sketch. Drawing of a demon girl, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what's actually going on with half of these sketches. Some more little sketches. Nothing really major. Another blue and pink sketch. Sword drawings. Midoriya. This is supposed to be an Android 18, I think. But I never finished it because I didn't like the way the face was coming out. If I don't like the face, you guys, I don't want to do it. Another blue and pink sketch. I was trying to draw this sitting down pose. This sitting down pose is so fucking hard, you guys. So hard to draw people sitting down in general. But really when, like, the knees, like, the legs are up and your, like, arms around your knees, it's so hard from the front. It's easier from the side. But from the front, it's like, how do you get the foreshortening to look right? Some side sitting poses. I think you guys see the finished one later. I think I tried to do one that's a side sitting pose later. Another blue and pink sketch. Just some more. There it is. I did actually end up doing it. There you go. That's the side pose. And I was just copying the poses. Like the hairstyles and what the characters look like did not look like the people at all, if I remember correctly. I was just copying the poses down. Trying to figure out the poses. Another Hope. James. I don't know what's going on, but I was trying to draw a muscle definition, I guess. Look at that arm. It's insane. This is right around the time I got my Ecoline brush pens for the first time, you guys. And I hated them. I didn't like them at all. I was like, these suck. I can't do anything with these. I actually tried to return them, and they're like, you can't return them. And I was like, oh, no. It actually made me cry. I was like, I don't like them. What am I supposed to do with these? Now I'm kind of glad I didn't return them because I actually use them all the time now. I think I was trying too hard to, like, use them for, like, finished pieces. And I'm sure you can. It's just that I can't. I have no patience for watercolor. And I feel like they probably work really well if you're, like, diluting them with water and, like, using brushes and shit. I'm not going to do all that. So I like them just to add splashes of color to my sketchbook. I'm already doing sketches anyway in pen. So it's like, why not add some color blocking in there? And it's like, as soon as I figured that out, I was really glad. I was like, this is not a waste of money. And I bought some after that, too. I, like, buy them, like, as to, like, refill them, too. So I'm like, they were great. They were a good purchase, actually. I just needed to figure out how to use them, honestly. And this one was just like, I made this little doodle to test out how they work together and, like, to blend them together. I don't do that with them, you guys. I'm not, like, a blending person, especially not with watercolor. I can't figure it out. I'm like, am I stupid? Obviously, I'm not stupid if I can't figure it out, but I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, so forget about it, I guess. But this didn't look so bad, and then I tried it on, like, the actual finished piece, and I was like, no, that looks like shit. I hate it. Some more James. I did some hands for what's it called? What is the word I'm thinking of? Hand studies, I guess. Yeah, some hand studies and some hand studies. These are not bad. I think these might actually, well, I was gonna say, oh, this might be better than how I actually draw hands down. I'm like, that's not true. That's not true at all. It's not true. It's just that I took my time doing these, that's all. And also, I don't draw the fingers quite so pointy anymore. Honestly, I think I draw them more square. I'm trying to draw them more square, actually, on purpose, because the favorite way I've ever seen people draw hands is from the Venture Brothers, which you guys are like, that's such a weird thing to say. Specifically the male hands. I mean, the girl hands are cute or whatever, but I really like the square way that they draw the fingers from Venture Brothers, and I'm trying to get better at drawing hands like that, you guys. I mean, it probably doesn't fit my style at all, but I just think they're so, the hands just look nice. So yeah, so some hand studies right here. Me testing, I got a lot, you guys, which is why I wanted to return these Ecoline brush pens, because I was like, I got so many and I don't like them. Honestly, I don't even use all these. I mostly just use the pastel ones, just because these ones are, like, too dark when I use them in my regular sketchbook. They don't look too dark here, but I feel like when I use them in my last sketchbook, I was like, this is way too dark. I have to lighten this just because it's going to cover up the pen. But maybe I'll start using these with, like, black or something. I don't know. But see, I'm trying to, like, desperately use them. I was like, what am I going to use them with? I still don't even figure it out for, like, 5 more sketchbooks that I want to use them for stuff. Another pink and blue sketch. Some more sketches, a pink and blue sketch. This says at underscore Jamzu, because she had drawn a character that had this outfit on, and I just drew a character that had that outfit in that pose, and I was like, well, I should credit her because I basically like bit the whole drawing, basically. It's like the face is different, but like the body and like the outfit is the same, so I was like, put a credit in there just in case anybody ever asked me about it. Some more little pink and blue drawings. This one right here, I tried to do that leg pose again. I don't think that's better, but I'm trying my best here, you guys. I'm doing my best. Another pink and blue sketch, and I tried to go over it with the Eagle Line brush pen, and I was like, it looks so gross, I hate it. I just didn't know what I was doing, you guys. I was like, oh, but it's making it all smudge and look purple, and yeah, it's watercolor, and that's a gel pen. It's gonna do that. I would not do it this way now, currently, and I have to remember that now if I ever want to do like the pink and blue sketches. I probably will use like a purple Eagle Line brush pen if I ever want to do stuff like this, because that way, I mean, it makes the lines look purple anyway, and if I'm like, I want the lines to be pink, and I go over it with a blue line, it's gonna turn purple. And so it's just like, keep that stuff in mind before you start adding watercolor to gel pen in particular. Some more little, what's it called? Jesus Christ. Some more body studies, another pink and blue sketch. Look at her, she's so sultry. I mean, the body doesn't look so nice, and her face is also kind of fucked up, but I like her energy. This one is a crying person because she's sad. I think I was doing these daily, which is why there's probably so many in here. Another pink and blue sketch, another pink and blue sketch. This person had legs and like feet. I just didn't finish it because I was like, fuck it, I don't want to draw the legs and the feet. But I was trying for most of these. Some more pink and blue sketches. I like this one. I mean, I feel like the body pose is off, and I don't really like her face or hair that much, but I don't know, something about the energy I like about it. I don't know. I think she's cute. Some more pink and blue sketches. Some I didn't finish. And that one, I think I just mostly, so I didn't even do any more marker drawings in here, you guys. I was like, I hate it. I don't want to do it anymore. Some more drawings. This is me planning out some drawings of the Dragon Ball girls. I'd made them on like, what's it called? They are little artist trading cards. I have them somewhere. I think they're in my finished artwork sketchbook. Not sketchbook, sorry. My finished artwork binder. I have like a binder of every finished piece I've ever made, pretty much, except for stuff that's like in sketchbooks and stuff. So I guess maybe when I finish all my sketchbook tours, I'll show that to you guys, along with these, what's it called? Artist trading cards that I made. I've only made like 5 or so artist trading cards. I don't give them to people. I just like working on the small paper sometimes. Just little portraits. So I did Bulma, Videl, Android 18, and Chi-Chi. Some more little doodles. This was me thumbnailing a drawing I wanted to do of Twice from My Hero, and I never did it because I was like, it's too ambitious and I'm a coward. So yeah, I actually really like this. It's supposed to be like, I guess it's supposed to be Dead Man's Parade, right? Or Sad Man's Parade, because it's got like a bunch of, what's it called, Twices. I really liked Twice, you guys. Spoilers for My Hero, but it really made me sad that he died. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean they killed him off? That's so sad. I really liked Twice a lot, so it was a bummer. So maybe that's partially why I didn't like actually end up drawing this. I mean, not really though, because I had to stop watching My Hero at that point. I don't watch My Hero anymore, not because I didn't like it. It's just that if I like finish something and there's more to it, like especially for an anime, if I finish the anime, I'll go be like, okay, what chapter does that coincide with the manga? And then I'll read all the manga, and then I'll stop when it's like I get to the end. So I got to a certain point in the My Hero anime, and I was like, okay, I've only read the manga, and I read the manga, and then I ran out. And so if I don't like actively go back every week, I'm gonna forget about it. And so eventually I just forgot about it, and I moved on to other stuff. I know how it ends, and it's kind of sad. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go back and watch it. But honestly, I kind of was following it loosely. I just wasn't reading it week to week, so I know what kind of sort of what happened mostly, so I'm not really worried about going back and reading it. But maybe I will. This was going to be a drawing of Persephone that I was gonna do, and I was like really planned out, and I was like planning out like the flowers that were going to be in the background and all that sort of stuff, and like the imagery I wanted to do, because it's going to have imagery of both Persephone, of Persephone, Demeter, and Hades, and like that sort of thing. It was going to be like a piece about that, and then I never did anything with it. I really like this thumbnail sketch. I think she looks really cute here. I mean, she is supposed to be like representing, she's supposed to be like dying pretty much. And so yeah, I kind of tried to do this in that Persephone drawing I did, like, what was that, in last week's sketchbook tour or the week before? And so I didn't really like that one because I felt like it did not live up to this thumbnail sketch. I always feel like I want to go back to this, and I never do, because I'm like, it's too ambitious. It's too ambitious, I'm afraid. But maybe one day I'll do something with this. I still think she looks really cute. I actually have this in my finished artwork binder. It's still just this thumbnail. I just blew it up because I was going to use it to like trace on like to a canvas. I think I was going to paint it, but I never did anything with it. So it just lives in there just so I can look at it sometimes. Some eyes. I was getting to the end of the sketchbook and I was like, I'm kind of done with it. So sometimes when I get to the end of the sketchbook, if I'm not like filling it up with like giant portraits, I just fill it up with eyes. So these are some eyes. This was me planning, I don't even remember what this was for. Some sort of monthly art challenge, but I never finished it. I didn't do anything with it. This was me planning out, I'll draw this in your style. It was somebody else's draw this in your style. This is my entry. I did finish this. It's in my finished artwork binder. Some little heads, a witch, testing out some markers. Me drawing some heads. I was trying out the Loomis method, and they're like, no, I don't remember what I was doing, but I was trying out the Loomis method, and it's fucking hard, you guys. It's really hard, so I gave up. I am a quitter, and I'm never gonna lie about that. I am 100% a quitter. I quit all the time. And I was like, this is hard. I don't like it. It was like, I have to say that it's bad to learn. I'm pretty sure you should probably learn it. Well, I don't want to say should, but I would say it's probably useful to learn. I'm just like, the lines and like having to like erase them and stuff, I'm like, this is too technical for me. I don't think I'm a very technical person. I think I'm dumb, so I can't really do all that, but I tried, and that's good, I guess. This is me planning out that unicorn drawing. For a long time I was like, I don't think I can improve that unicorn drawing from the last time I did it. I thought it was like too good, I guess. I mean, obviously I think it could be improved, but at the time I was like, I don't think I can do better than this. Honestly, I think that I have not improved enough to try it again. But so I was like, well, if I can't draw one of them better, I guess I'll just challenge myself in a different way and just draw two people. And so I came up with this little thumbnail, and I ended up drawing two people. I don't know if I like that one that much, but I tried to do something different. And also it was a different head pose. Usually I draw it straight on view. I did 3/4 view for the two people, and I was like, that's good. That's good enough challenge, because honestly I suck at 3/4 view. So yeah. And the letter A twice. I think I was also trying out one of those, what's it called? Eagle line brush pens. So that is the last page in this sketchbook tour, you guys. Alrighty, you guys, thank you so much for spending this time with me. That has been a sketchbook tour of Sketchbook 41. I don't really have so much to say at the end of the sketchbook tour. I mean, you've seen what was in it. I don't really have anything to say about it in particular. It was just another one of my sketchbooks. It was probably good because I was kind of finding the groove of my art style, I think, at this point. At least you can see the foundations of where it's starting to develop in the style that I have currently. So that's fun. Anyway, thank you guys so much for spending this time with me. I'll go ahead and see you in the next one.